right, folks. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Do let me know if you can hear me clearly in the chat there. As we're just closing off in a free practice session here, getting ready to go live with qualifying.
Mic off. Link established. Mic off. Mic on.
All right, microphone test 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's get this show started, shall we? Mic test 1, 2. Microphone test 1, 2. All right, here we go. It's official qualifying now for the Group B guys, and today they're in the. Oh wow, what do we have there? Let's try to get ourselves on the drone cam here. Missing the exit of some of these guys, but let's get great shot here at the exit of the paddock. We've got the Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution FE GT3 spec cars here at Bushy Park, ladies and gentlemen, for the final round of the Caribbean Sim Racing Series. And we've got a nice view here of pit lane exit as well as turn 1 here at the beautiful Bushy Park circuit. Ooh, who's that touching the wall there on exit of pit lane? I hope he doesn't have, it's Orlando Morris. Hope he doesn't have issues there. Mario Mills is trying to get by. I think Orlando might have some aero damage, but nevertheless, he's on the way here. As we've got 10 minutes of qualifying, and Sebastian Palmer there already is the first one on track to look at. He's going around now on his fast lap. It's not going to be just the fastest one as yet, though, as we've got some faster times here to see before the 8 minutes here are expired. All right, so how's your weekend been going so far, guys? Oh man, I can tell you, couldn't wait to get this over with. Couldn't wait to see these guys here on track today, or tonight rather. at Bushy Park Circuit and in these stable. Much faster cars here for the Group B. So what we did, we actually did a little bit of switcheroo. We're giving the Group B guys the faster cars here. They now have 600 brake horsepower there to their pedals, while the Group A's have the slower car this time around. They've got the Lotus Cura GT4 class car, which boasts about 300 bhp there to their pedals. Tavar almost coming in contact there with one of the guys already on track. What is wrong with Tavar? He needs to calm down a bit there. Just got out of pit lane, not respecting the rules right there. But of course, the clerk of the course will take a look at that. So what we're waiting on right now is for the first bunch of times to show up on the screen here. And then we'll follow some of the guys around. Who is this coming around here now? It's Derek Ruther that leads the charge so far with a 59.759, followed by Orlando Morris. He's down some 7/10 there. And then Sebastian Palmer is down some 8/10 of that time. Ooh, Martin Webster goes second fastest with a 59.823 there. Oh, Rudder goes even faster with a 59.272. Is it? Yes, he does, as we can follow him around Azerbaijan at his home turf here. Let's see if he'll go faster through the first split. So about 21 seconds there in his first split, and he's already up almost by 2/10 there, Derek Rudder. So he's going faster on this lap. Of course, with just about 6 minutes left to go in the clock, on the clock, I should say. Comes around to the second sector now. He's about to complete. And he's up even further. Almost 3/10 now is Derek Rudder. Into turn 9 he goes. So he should extend his lead here over Martin Webster, who goes fastest now with a 59.2. But then, of course, Derek goes 59 flat almost. And he's not that far away from Martin Webster. Here we have Martin Webster now. That is about a 10th down. Tavar Clark putting a time on the board of 59.925 there to seat him in third position. So we're going to follow around Martin Webster here. I didn't get to see the first split time. Let's see the second. Not so clean there, out of 8. He's down by 600ths of a second. Orlando Morris, though, goes third faster with a 59.894. And Mario Mills finally puts some time on the board there with a 102.104. Comes across the line. He's down. He does improve on his previous fastest time, but he's down by almost a 10th there off of Rudder's time. Looking back at Orlando Morris now, who's sitting in third position. Can the Bajan here represent at his home turf? He's now with a deficit of around 8.5 tenths here. Can he improve on his time? Orlando Morris. He looks a bit shifty all around the track here, but he does improve on his previous fastest time, but is still 5/10 away from the fastest time set by Derek Rudder. Tavar Clark is now back in the pits, but we look at Sebastian Palmer here, your points leader, ladies and gentlemen, coming in with 103 points in this session, ladies and gentlemen. Capitalizing their last weekend at Wallerfield Raceway Circuit, Wallerfield International Circuit, rather. He's up to win this championship as long as he completes both races here with some relatively great points. as Martin Webster trails with some 95 points in second position. Damani Edwards with 88 points there in third position. Derek Rudder with 84 points in fourth. Oh, we've got it coming together there, I think. Into turn one, Sebastian Palmer and Orlando Morris. Orlando looking to get back on track here, and he does. So Sebastian, with that mishap, will not see a faster time. Let's look at Jaden Harrison now, who's sitting here in sixth position. Jaden also sitting in seventh position there with 26 points. Behind Tavar Clark and Orlando Morris with 64 and 54 points respectively. Followed by Mario Mills with 22 points. Garth Huey with 20 points. And Raul Pertab with 18 points there in the season so far. Well, the final round of the championship, I should say. And now we've got less than 2 minutes left here, folks. Less than 2 minutes here in qualifying to go. Jaden Harrison, not so clean there through those turns. Comes across the line and he cannot go further than his previous time. Mario Mills now comes across the line. He too cannot improve here, Mario. And Gart to Gart Huey, sorry. Orlando Morris does go faster there in third position with a 59.271. It's not enough though to go ahead of Martin Webster there in second position, who is actually 0.09 of a second down from Derek Rudder's fastest time of a 59.081 here. Alright guys, I want to welcome you out here to the final round of the Caribbean Sim Racing Series. We've had three rounds so far. And, oh, that's it. Qualifying is over. Wow. Martin Webster, though, goes fastest with a 58.547 on that last second, guys. Where is Derek Rudder? He's still in the pit, so he doesn't have an opportunity. And even if he had to find some 5/10s here, Sebastian Palmer as well, with so many issues here, the Jamaican, the youngster in fifth position. Wow. Someone give me the math here. What is going on? Can Martin Webster claim this championship and with missing one race too? Wait, let me get my calculator out, man. As the rest of the guys come across the grid. Tavar Clark there. That's it for his qualifying. And Garth Huey, oh, just cutting the track right there. He's going to give the race control some work there to do. And that's it for qualifying. Martin Webster leads the charge with 58.547, ladies and gentlemen, followed by Derek Rudder with some half a second down here at Bushy Park Circuit. All right, let's get this show on the road here as we are in overtime of qualifying session. We are so overtime allows you to complete a fast lap that you might have been on, but so far the flag has already been waved here for Tavar Clark. He's just going around the track here. Yo, he's going to pull it off now. and back into the pits as we are now taken to the timing sheet here. So what we have so far for you guys in terms of the qualifying session. Here you have Martin Webster qualifying with a 58.547, ladies and gentlemen, his fastest lap there, followed by Derek Rudder with a 59.081. Then Orlando Morris with a 59.271. Tavar Clark with a 59.925. Sebastian Palmer not getting this car under him. He's down some 300ths of a second here to Tavar Clark, which is in total going to be about a second and a half here under Martin Webster. Then we've got Garth Huey actually making it up into sixth position. Well done to Garth Huey here. With a 101.090, followed by Jaden Harrison with a 101.251, Mario Mills with a 102.105. So 8 combatants here now will take you into the first session here that we have with them. And let's try to get to the front of the pack here. It's going to be a single file rolling start according to the race director. So we're looking forward to this here at Bushy Park Circuit. Should get them off to a great start for the event. So they're awaiting the countdown here now. Some guys might want... Oh, by the way, there's a lot more that has changed here in terms of the format for this championship in the final round. Not only did we exchange faster cars with Group B and Group A, but we also allowed for the setup to be manned by each individual driver. Therefore, there is no longer a fixed setup here, ladies and gentlemen. They all were allowed to tinker with their settings that they might have had with the car, whether it be the brake bias, the suspension, the the dynamics of the I don't want to say suspension again, but yeah, definitely gonna have an opportunity there to dial in on those settings to have these cars in their prime here at Bushy Park. Less than 20 seconds to go now on the clock, and it's going to be a rolling start like I mentioned before. So they're not going to go racing here as the time counts down. After that, it should be 11 laps of hightail racing here at Bushy Park Circuit. All right, so there they are. They're heading off on their rolling starts. So Martin Webster leads Derek Rudder, followed by Orlando Morris, Tavar Clark, Sebastian Palmer, and we have Garth Huey, Jaden Harrison, and Mario Mills, ladies and gentlemen. Our tensions are high here for the final round. Can Martin Webster secure this in the bag? Sebastian Palm is in 5th position. He's leading right now with 103 points, ladies and gentlemen. As we are ready to go racing, it's got to be a single file. And he says, go, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think they can see it, though. He's got mic issues, John Green. And it was a sloppy field, by the way. So it looks as if he wants to restart here. And he says that it's going to be a stand-in start because he's got issues with his mic. He cannot, as the race director, communicate with these guys. So he's having some technical issues here. And so it's going to have to be a standing start now just to get the show on the road. Do apologize there for that start. He's got technical issues with his mic, and if he cannot communicate this go process, he did actually in chat, but of course no one is paying attention there. So they will go on the countdown of the lights here. That is his instruction to them. So with 1 minute left on the clock, go grab a little snack there quickly.
Remember you push to start, do you hear?
John has issues with his mic, so you guys are going to do a stand-in start here with the lights. Thank you. All right, just giving John a hand there in the comms there with the rest of the drivers on the field. As we're ready to go racing here. 15 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Three, 4, 5, 6 lights are on. And they're off here for the final round of the Caribbean Sim Racing Series. It seems as though Martin Webster has a great start here ahead of Derek Rudder, but unfortunately Orlando Morris is seeing Derek a lot closer than he would have. But Tavar Clark has already put his car alongside Orlando Morris now. He's fighting into turn 4 on the outside. Tavar Clark. Oh, Rudder a bit slower than he would have liked as Orlando Morris sees the field. The green field there as Sebastian Palmer tips him just a bit on the rear. But that's a huge crash there. Garth Huey, Jaden Harrison not locating his brake pedal and takes Garth Huey out of that one. Looking further up the field though, Sebastian Palmer now in 4th position. Tavar Clark there in 3rd. Derek Rudder in 2nd. Martin Webster being able to get away here as Derek Rudder's coming under pressure now from Tavar Clark. But look, Sebastian Palmer is coming for Tavar Clark. Tavar looks on the inside of Derek Rudder. Rudder runs that a bit wide, but it's still Tavar not able to bring the car alongside. Derek Rudder goes into turn 5 with a great defensive move here, but Tavar's also got to look behind him as Sebastian Palm is bringing that car straight up alongside him in some instances. Tavar trying to run wide here to gain the momentum. Oh, he's got it. Derek Rudder makes a mistake. He runs wide. Tavar sees the truth. Oh no, Sebastian Palmer comes in contact with Derek Rudder, and now he's facing the wrong way here. He's got to watch how he comes back on track. The two between Mario and Jaden. Wow, how did that come out without an incident there? Mario Mills and Jaden Harrison threading the needle almost as Martin Webster goes with the fastest lap of the race so far with a 58.994, ladies and gentlemen. And he's way up the field now. Here he is. Look at him. Great lead so far. Sorry about the game volume. Let me see if I can switch that up real quick. Let me know if this is better here, guys. I did ask earlier, but no one was responding there in the YouTube chat. Martin Webster, though, does lead the field with some 4.5 seconds in hand, almost 5 seconds now. Tavar Clark coming under a little bit of pressure there from Derek Rudder. Jaden Harrison here in 4th position with Mario Mills, Sebastian Palmer, Orlando Morris coming into the back end of Sebastian Palmer, spins him around. Mario now being led off now, as Garth is already down 1 lap. Martin Webster goes faster with a 58.795. Derek even closer now to Tavar Clark. Biding his time here, Derek. He's just got to apply the pressure as he sees fit. Not trying to put on too much at the moment, it seems. He's getting closer, though. This is his sector right here, as against Tavar Clark. Into turn 9 they go. Under braking they come. Ooh, Derek runs that way too wide now and loses a bunch of time there to Tavar Clark. Looking back, Orlando Morris is not that far behind Sebastian Palmer. Sorry, Jaden Harrison. Oh, my bad. Mario Mills, that is. And wow, Sebastian Palmer all the way back in 7th position now. Orlando Morris having a sneak peek on the inside of Mario Mills as they go into braking zone here in turn 1. Mario runs that wide. Orlando sees a great opportunity here, and he takes it into 5th position. Is he allowed now to get away from Mario Mills, the Jamaican? Looking back, it seems as though Mario is coming under pressure now. But looking ahead, Derek Rudder closes back that gap to Tavar Clark. As the sun almost sets here at Bushy Park Circuit, he sees an opening on the inside, but he almost loses the rear end there, Derek Rudder. He had to pull out. Great racing here. He runs that way too wide. He's got to get that car under control, and he loses some time again. This is his sector right here, though. The race has already come upon its 50% mark. We're in the twilight zone here at Bushy Park Circuit. Can he close this 1 second gap here, Derek Rudder? It seems as though Tavar is getting better, though, under the pedals. Orlando Morris claims a position over Jaden Harrison there. Let's take a look at that fight. Jaden trying to come up under the braking zone here of Orlando Morris. Orlando sees him coming, is pushed wide, but he's trying to get away here now, Orlando Morris. Oh, Garth Huey looking the other way there. We ride now with Jaden. Nope, that's not going to cut it. That's not the line through turn 8, ladies and gentlemen. As the tires are definitely falling off here. Ooh, that goes way high for Jaden. He's definitely going to lose a lot of time there. But we're going to look ahead now to Derek Rudder. He's lost an enormous amount of time here to Tavar Clark. Meanwhile, Sebastian Palmer cannot get out of 6th position. Your points leader here. Right, so in 6th position, he can only claim 8 points there, Sebastian Palmer. That's going to take him up to 111, but Martin's going to claim 25 points. That's going to take him up to ahead of Sebastian Palmer here, at least in the first race. It's going to be really close here, guys. Martin is a comfortable lead here. 11 seconds, almost 12, ahead of Tavar Clark, who's still coming under pressure from Derek Rudder. Alright, 2 laps to go here. Sorry, that was 3. Now it's 2 laps to go here. Oh, sliding that rear end on the brake in there is Derek Rudder. Orlando Morris with the fastest lap of the race, 58.690. Tavar holding off the charging Derek Rudder here, though, ladies and gentlemen. Great run so far by him. Martin Webster retakes that fastest lap of the race with a 58.563, ladies and gentlemen. Getting more and more comfortable as the fuel sheds off there in this Mitsubishi Lancer Evo FE GT3 spec. On the braking, he's so much closer now, Derek Rudder, to Tavar Clark, but Tavar holds on with his dear life, ladies and gentlemen. Just 3/10 separates these two. Tavar proving he can handle pressure. He can operate still under the pressure of the charging Derek Rudder here as they exit turn 8, ladies and gentlemen, and goes into turn 9. Where can Derek Rudder apply this pass? Tavar pulls away just a tenth more there to complete that lap. Oh, he sees an opening, but it's closed just a bit there from Tavar Clark. He does leave the competition room, but it's not enough for Derek Rudder there. Having a look at the inside, Tavar moves over. Oh, they collide, ladies and gentlemen. Derek Rudder is shot over the curbs there. And where is Tavar? He does wait for him, Derek. And so they go racing again. The leader, though, is already on the final lap. Sebastian Palmer cannot get out of sixth position here. Tavar makes a mistake, goes extra wide there on the entry of turn 7. Sorry, 8. And look at it. Orlando Morris now closing the gap so closely to Derek Rudder. Derek on a huge pressure now. Three-way battle. Orlando takes a look on the inside and comes into contact with Derek Rudder. He does wait on his countryman to get going again. But that's it. Tavar Clark clears the second position. Derek Rudder will claim third. And Orlando Morris fourth. Jaden Harrison claiming fifth position here, as well as Sebastian Palmer is going to come across the line here in sixth position. Mario Mills is going to claim seventh. And then Garth Huey, unfortunately, 2 laps down, gonna claim 8th. What a wonderful race that was there between Tavar Clark, Derek Rudder, and Orlando Morris coming down to the last lap there. Great run. But it's Martin Webster who takes it quite calmly, I might add, in the first race here. Do stay with us. We're about to head into the second race that will feature a reverse grid. At this point, what they would be doing is recounting what they just did there in that race. I tell you, man, these guys love racing against each other. You can hear it in the chat. Maybe we'll let you in on that someday. But as we prepare now for race number 2, first race goes to Martin Webster, followed by Tavar Clark, Derek Rudder, Orlando Morris, Jaden Harrison, Sebastian Palmer, Mario Mills, and then Garth Huey. If it's the first time you're looking at this event, do remember that we have constant championships here at the Caribbean Sim Racing Organization. If you'd like to take part in it, do visit our website at www.caribbeansimracing.org to join us there. It'll take you to our Discord server, and you'll be able to join through there, where we handle all of the back-end work there at CSRO. Sebastian Palmer couldn't see fifth position here, nor could he have seen first here. He's now behind Martin Webster in points for the championship after coming in here with a comfortable lead, I might add. Not comfortable anymore. So we did split it up here, as I did allude to at the beginning. These guys now have the fastest car in the championship for this final round, as they have GT3 spec cars, and Group A, which basically is the fastest of sim racers here in the Caribbean, now have a a GT4 car. Right, so here we go. We've got them on track right now. It's going to be another standing start, I believe. So Orlando Morris will be ahead of Garth Huey, followed by Mario Mills. Then we have Sebastian Palmer, Jaden Harrison, Tavar Clark, Derek Rudder, and Martin Webster. So Martin's got a lot of work here now. Sebastian can complete the championship if he does manage to go into first position here. But if Martin can claw his way back from behind the field, it's going to be one epic battle for points here in the Caribbean Sim Racing Series Championship finale, right here at Bushy Park Circuit. All right, just about 30 seconds before we go racing here in the second race for the Group B finale here at Bushy Park Circuit. It's a little bit a lengthy time, 2 minutes, but we give the guys an opportunity here to get up if they need a washroom break or anything like that, and you as well, the viewers here, if they'd like to take a water break, for instance, or a snack break, you are allowed to do so. All right, what a great race that was there in race 1, but here we go. 5 lights, or 6 lights are on. And we get going here. Garth Huey leads them off here. He's got a great start here, Garth. But we're looking further down the field. Derek already making a move there on Martin Webster, covering off his inside line. Martin want to make up a lot of... Oh, we've got a bunch of cars getting into tangle there. So Martin does get away quite smoothly here. But look at Sebastian Palmer already up into second position. Holding on there is Jaden Harrison as well. Tavar Clark following Martin Webster as well as they come out of turn 5 there onto the rumble strip. Sebastian Palmer. Is that Sebastian? No, it was Garth Huey there. Sebastian now giving the go-ahead, but Martin Webster sees the sand trap, and that puts him way back down into 6th position now. Sebastian Palmer, meanwhile, gets away ahead. Look at this lap. Almost 2 seconds on the inside, Jaden Harrison. Almost like a dive bomb there in Tavar Clark. Oh, sorry, Tavar with the dive bomb on Jaden Harrison. Puts him back all the way back into 6th position here. So Martin Webster's got some really good work here cut out ahead of him. Ooh, just manages to pull out the car there from Tavar Clark. Now he's got to worry about Jaden Harrison, who's right there alongside him, ladies and gentlemen. On the inside, Jaden Harrison out breaks himself. And Martin just trying to hold on here, not get himself into any problems. Meanwhile, Sebastian Palmer is allowed to get away. Derek Rudder now on Tavar Clark again. Martin trying to get away here. Let me see if I can quickly do this math for you. Oh no! Martin Webster with a huge crash there. Puts him on. He cannot rejoin right there. It's gonna put him a lap down. No, Martin Webster needed to go the other way around. And that's definitely gonna put him down here. An entire lap, I suppose. Huge accident there. So Sebastian Palmer seemingly leading the championship now and will complete it if he can manage to finish this race in that position. Orlando Morris, though, still fighting on here in second position, is closing the gap here on the Jamaican, who makes a mistake, goes on the rumble strips, and sees himself turned around there. Can he get it going now? Martin Webster's not put a lap down, but he is almost half a lap down from the rest of the field. So Sebastian Palmer can hold on here to 4th position and still win this championship if Martin Webster cannot get out of 7th position. Did not see what happened to Martin there. I was actually looking away from the screen. What an amazing turn of events here for the second race. Meanwhile, Tavar's got another issue here that he's brewing, that he's got to settle actually with Derek Rudder. Meanwhile, Orlando Morris might finally get his race 1 victory here at his home track, Bushy Park Circuit. Sebastian Palmer, meanwhile, in 4th position. Just needs to hold on to this position ahead of Martin Webster here. Up the field here now. Can Derek learn from what occurred there in race 1 as against Tavar Clark here? We ride now with Derek Rudder. Meanwhile, Orlando Morris like a bat out of hell with a 58.802 here. Fastest lap of the race. This is where Derek is strongest, and you can see him closing the gap every time we come around the lap here. Running it a bit wide there, but didn't lose any time to Tavar Clark. Now trying to break earlier and try to gain here at the exit of turn 9. Into turn 10 he goes. He's got to make it happen into turn 1, Derek. And he does look on the inside, but Tavar already sees him coming here and covers off his racing line. Whoa! Even closer now. And Tavar's got to watch that swerving there. Absolutely nothing wrong with it at this point. Look at him on the inside though, Derek. He's got an opportunity now. Tavar makes a mistake, runs that wide on entry, and Derek has been allowed through, ladies and gentlemen, into 2nd position. Finally beaten out Tavar Clark, but now Tavar goes on the offensive. Meanwhile, these two are fighting. Sebastian Palmer has been able to regain some time on them. The youngster sitting in 4th position. So because the leader did not begin the lap that Martin Webster crashed out on, he was not placed a lap down. Therefore, he could have rejoined the race instead of 44 seconds adrift. Less than that. We've lost Garth Huey here with a retirement. Martin Webster is at the back of the field with 7th position. Meanwhile, Derek Rudder has been allowed to open a gap here against Tavar Clark. Completing now 8 laps is Orlando Morris. And it's going to be easily a win here for the Bajan. Seb Palmer can close in the gap here to Tavar Clark. Oswin Wilson saying 100 style points there to Martin Webster as he crashed out spectacularly here at the exit of turn 9. What an amazing crash that was indeed. Unfortunately, I did not get to see what caused it. And it doesn't seem as though Sebastian Palmer can claim some time here to Tavar Clark. He's trying. Sebastian Palmer finishes 4th position. He will gain 12 points here. But with that 7th position, Martin Webster only gains 6 points, sorry. With Martin Webster's previous 95 points, that would have taken him to 120 points there, as against Sebastian Palmer's 103. So Sebastian Palmer, wait a minute. Sebastian Palmer with a 103, only with 4th position here. Hold on a second. Only claims 12 points. That'll take him up to 115. And with Martin's 120 and his 7th position finish here, that adds 6. Sorry, and with Martin Webster's 120, oh, what's going on here? I cannot use my calculator for some reason. But with his 120 and 6 points, he's up 126. He can still win this, Martin Webster. Sebastian Palmer needs to get out of 4th position here. But the leader's already on 4th on his final lap, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, Martin Webster even takes it into 6th position now. Over Mario Mills. So he's going to claim a further 2 points. Which will take him into the championship lead, ladies and gentlemen, as against Sebastian Palmer. So, ladies and gentlemen, once, and that's it. Orlando Morris does cross the line in 1st position. Derek Rudder sees the checkered flag here in 2nd. Tavar Clark is going to come across in 3rd. So Sebastian Palmer cannot do better here in a 4th position, with Martin Webster missing out on an entire race, ladies and gentlemen. He will still win this championship. Meanwhile, Orlando Morris, Derek Rudder, the Bajans here representing Jaden Harrison, comes across in 5th. 6th position is Martin Webster. He's going to claim the championship points here. Of course, under the review and purview of the race director and his race stewards, they will announce the official results here during the course of the week. But that's it for Group B of our Caribbean Sim Racing. Oh, Sebastian giving us some tires here to take home with us, as he gets them lit here at Bushy Park Circuit. Look at that. Great looking car, by the way, I might add. And that's it. The series is over for these guys, so celebrations are allowed here. And Seb definitely making that clear. What a run there. Martin holding on to that last position and then claiming 6th position over Mario Mills, ladies and gentlemen, has given him enough points here to run it clear of Sebastian Palmer, who thought he had it here in the bag for this final round. It's unfortunate for the youngster. He claimed his first race win there last weekend at Wallowfield Circuit and he he definitely missed out here, unfortunately, for the drivers' championship. He's definitely going to come in as runner-up here in second position, followed by actually, I would not do not have those points just yet for third. Great run here though by the guys as we get Group A now ready and sorted. We'll be right back. All right, folks, we're back here now with the Group B's in their Lotus Exige Skura GT4 spec cars here, as we've got some times. This is a free practice session that we're giving the guys a bit of time here to get themselves sorted and in the server here, as we've got to start up a separate server for them to come on board as Group B, and them do not mix in one server. So while we get that done here, you can see some of the guys in this Lotus. There's obviously a mid-engine car here, so a little bit of experience needed. A little bit of experience needed here to throw this little dusty, mean little machine around here at Bushy Park Circuit. Sounds pretty great too, doesn't it? Oh, look at him! Cannot handle that mid-engine car there. Dominic Charles is seeing a bit of issues here. Oh, we got a close-up look here now at the cars. Looks quite nice here in its GT4 format. As we look back at some of the other guys here in the free practice session. And that's it for the free practice session. Now we're going to head into qualifying session with about the same amount of time there allotted between sessions. Oh, this is good enough time here for any of the individuals there within this class to get themselves sorted and ready to go racing here. All right, let's go over the points now for the Caribbean Sim Racing Series Group A driver standings. Dominic Charles out of Trinidad and Tobago leads the series with 137 points, followed by Tommy Gore out of Jamaica with 102 points, who unfortunately cannot make it here. So technically, Dominic does walk away with this championship, even if he doesn't complete this event. Oswin Wilson there out of Guyana in third with 71 points, followed by Chris Brathwaite with out of Barbados with 50 points. Ryan Hunt. Oh, the guys are going qualifying now, so let's get the drone cam here in a position for them. Javon Codrington is the first one out, followed by Afraz Ali, Dominic Charles, Chris Brathwaite, Kevin John Manning here. Sean Lee as well gets out of the pit lane. Jamal Budu right behind him. A great sounding Skura here at Bushy Park Circuit. Who else do we have coming out here? I think it's Afraz Ali. Stephen Pommels gets it going here, the Jamaican. So we're gonna wait here at turn one as the guys make their way around their outlaps and then into their first flying lap here for race one of the finale Caribbean Sim Racing Series here. First is Javon Codrington, followed by Dominic Charles. Ooh, and we've got a sliding Afraz Ali there, followed by Chris Brathwaite and Kevin John Manning runs it wide there. We've got someone else also, Dominic Charles there, losing the rear end. Did not see that though while I was looking at Afraz Ali, followed by Sean Lee and Jamal Budu here. Then we've got another car coming out of pit lane. Who is this? I think it's Dominic Childs getting back out. Yes, the Trinidadian goes back on track, ladies and gentlemen. Does not feel safe carrying on with that car with the way it was as he lost the rear end. But the switcheroo here has been played on Group A. They've got the slower, more technical cars here to handle at Bushy Park. As you can see the rear end there, and Stephen Pommel's barely hanging on through turn 1 with about 7.5 minutes left on the clock here in official qualifying. We're awaiting the times on the sheet. Javon Codrington there completes his second lap, followed by Chris Brathwaite. Kevin John Manning given a cut lap warning there, and an invalid lap eventually. As they go around a Bushy Park circuit here, we're looking to capture someone as they go by. These cars are moving though. For their lack of pace against the Mitsubishi, they look quite nice here at Bushy Park Circuit. Let's not forget, there is one of these Lotuses here in the Caribbean that is basically specced out in the Group 4 category. All right, so we should have some times here on the board. There we go, Chris Brathwaite with a 101 at 6:02. That's to show you how slower these cars are. Oh, Kevin losing the rear end there, just as Alfred Ali did. And he's going to pull over and let Alfred Ali get by. It seems so. Jamal Budu is in second place. Oh, Dominic Childs goes there, second fastest with a 101.634. Dominic not that far away here. Let's look at Chris Brathwaite. Comes across a second sector there, and he's up by 6/100ths of a second here on his previous fast time. What a beautifully looking Lotus Exige there. Comes across the line, does go faster by nearly 2/10 there. Where is Dominic Childs though? He's down on this lap, ladies and gentlemen, after the second sector. As Jamal Budu goes faster over Stephen Pommel, sorry, takes third position away from the Jamaican. Dominic Childs cannot improve over Chris Brathwaite, but he does improve on his previous lap there. Jamal Budu in a peculiar part of the track here. He's got an issue. Does he get going here? Meanwhile, looking at Stephen Pommel's here. Can he get across Jamal's car in third position here? Jamal seemed to be still going slowly. No, he cannot. Stephen Pommel's go faster on that lap. What about Javon Codrington? It seems as though he's got an issue there coming out of turn 9. Chris Brathwaite takes that car back into the pits here. Like I did allude to you earlier for the Group Bs, they are allowed to trouble their setup here, so Chris might be tinkering along with his Lotus Exige here to try and get that car seated quite nicely at Bushy Park Circuit. Where is Dominic Childs? Comes across the line now. Can he go faster? He goes faster on his previous lap, but not faster than Chris Brathwaite. Ooh, and he's got a Kevin John Manning ahead of him. That's all out of shape here. What about on this lap though? Let's follow along. Ooh, he makes a mistake or he takes that car off track. Not sure here. Jamal Budu comes across the line now. Let's look at his first split here. Can Jamal better his previous time? I think there's a continuous loop here for Jamal Budu in terms of the timing, which is a glitch, a well-known glitch here. Javon Codrington finally manages to put a time on the board of 102.489, ladies and gentlemen. and he misses up entry into turn 9 there, Jamal Budu. Comes across the line and he'll take that back into the pits. What about Dominic Charles? I think he's completing his outlap here. And it seems as though he's running a lower ride height as against everyone else. As you can see the sparks flying from underneath that car. Let's follow Dominic Charles now on this lap. Trying to make the track as short as possible there. Not allowing this low powered car to run wide, as it will not make up for the deficit lost on running wide. Seems as though he's still on an outlap here is Dominic Charles, but will still stay with him as he's about 300ths of a second down. Sean Lee goes fifth fastest there with a 102.287. Dominic, though, get ahead of Chris Brathwaite. Yes, he does. It's almost a 1 minute flat here. Almost 1 minute 1 second for Dominic Charles. Some 5/10 ahead here of Chris Brathwaite. He seems comfortable, Dominic Charles, as we saw him slowing there at the end of the lap. Chris comes across the line. Let's follow him now for this one. Runs it ultimately wide here in turn 1. Well, let's see what he does for the first sector split. Can he improve on his previous fastest time? You can see him running wide here as against Dominic Charles, and he's down some 2/10s here on his previous fastest time. Is Chris Brathwaite. And he's down even further here through the second sector. Clearly not improving here is Chris. Nope, comes across the line, is down almost a second here, Chris. What about Jamal Budu? We ride with him now. Can he improve on his time here? Take second position away. That's it for qualifying. They're now in overtime, so this final lap, whoever's on a lap now counts. Afrazali all out of shape there, ahead of Jamal Budu. Takes it off track. Budu looking to see if he can claim some time here in the second sector. No, he cannot. He's almost down by a second here in third position. Looking back at Stephen Pommels here now. Not so good there from Steven, but he does hold on to fourth position so far. Sean Lee goes back into the pits. Javon Codrington comes into turn 9 here. He's down by a second, 1.2 seconds there. So he should be improving here, Javon Codrington. Yes, he does, but it's not enough to claim some time to Sean Lee. It's actually down by some 2/10s here. Afrazali making a bit of change here to his Lotus, and he's back out on track here. So that's it for qualifying, ladies and gentlemen, for the Group A's. So we're ready to head into Race 1 here for the final round of the Caribbean Sim Racing Series. That's been split into 2 classifications here. Let's take a look at pit lane, shall we? Pretty nice, huh? That's it for qualifying. All right, we're waiting to go racing here in Group A for the first time of the evening. And that's it. We're ready to go racing here. They are all on the grid. All right, less than a minute to go here, guys. Seconds to go. I think they're going to do a rolling start here, guys. So let's stay tuned for that. Oh no, it's going to be a stand-in start actually. And they're off here. Dominic Charles getting away nicely, it seems. Yes, but Chris Brathwaite on the inside already. Also, Jamal Boodoo having a look on the inside as well. Looking back down the field, Stephen Palmer's to ball, Covington. Jamal Boodoo a little bit late there in accelerations. Stephen Palmer's been sandwiched there by them. Gets Sean Lee all up into third position. Dominic Charles, though, looking back, Kevin John Manning as well as Afras Ali here together as well. Dominic already in pursuit here of Chris Brathwaite. So let's ride with the Trinidadian. Avoiding the wheel, locking up there is Dominic Charles against Chris Brathwaite, and you can see it's probably working here for Dominic Charles. He's all over the back of Chris Brathwaite here, running it wide. He's got a rear end all shivers. Dominic Charles almost seeing, looking the other way. Sean Lee goes up into third position. He's got to watch him. He's coming back on the track now as Kevin John Manning, Afras Ali, and Javon Codrington gets by, ladies and gentlemen. Meanwhile, Stephen Pummels as well looking to get in on the action here to get by Dominic Charles. Looking back up the field, Afris Ali. Seems like he's under pressure there from Javon, but he's also trying to apply pressure to Kevin. Chris already gone. Javon with an issue here. He's got to watch it. He's got Dominic Charles behind him. Fastest lap there being set by Chris Brathwaite so far. Look at this fight here going on. Oh, and it's tagged. Javon goes into the rear end of Jeffress Ali. They're all over the place. But he's the one that gets caught out, Javon Codrington. So Stephen Pummel is now up into 6th position. Afrez up into 5th. Dominic gets into 4th, sorry. He's got a lot of work to do if he wants to get back into 1st or even see 1st position here for this race. Ooh, Afrez running it wild. Gets Stephen Pummels right up under him there. The Jamaican against the Guyanese. No, Afrez Ali definitely outbroke himself there. Gets back in though, and Jamal Budu goes ahead of him. Looking ahead, Charles is closing the gap here now against Manning. Gets up alongside him into turn 4 on the break-in. Kevin on the inside just lets him by. Dominic, not a threat there from Manning. Sorry, Manning, not a threat there for Charles, but Charles makes another mistake in this mid-engine car. Loses it there on turn 6 and now sees himself back in 7th position. What a race this is turning out to be. Meanwhile, Stephen Pummel's got Manning in his sights here. Great positioning here of the car from Stephen Pummels. But can he close this 7th, 10th that he's got ahead of him? Oh, Manning makes a mistake, goes on the sausage curb there. So 3rd position, seemingly more and more up for grabs here for Stephen Pummels. Manning seems to be all out of shape here as he's trying to desperately survive here on the final podium position. Pummels, nice and easy on the brakes as well as the shifting. Gets in even closer now to Manning. Manning on the due stress here at his home turf at Bushy Park. Sees the Jamaican charging into turn 1. Right alongside him. Can he make that count? Stephen Pummels on the outside, neck and neck, is ahead of Kevin John Manning. Manning being relegated now to 5th position, sees Jamal Budu, his countryman, coming in as well to take that 4th position away. Manning under the stress there cannot handle it, and it seems as though Charles is going to take it that position as well. Meanwhile, oh, we've got a car spinning there. Who is that? It's Manning with more issues, ladies and gentlemen. There he goes spinning almost again. seems as though he's lit the rear end that much, he's got no more grip. Now he's falling prey to Afras Ali here. The Guyanese looking to make quick work of him. What is that? Up and under. Gets it done. Afras Ali. Is he in for the clear? Yes, he is. He goes into 6th position. Looking back up the field, it's Budu now against Stephen Pommels. Charles trying to claim that position as well. He's not that far back. Can he close this second gap now to Stephen Pommels? Jamal Budu. Meanwhile, Sean Lee with a comfortable lead, comfortable second position here, and Chris Brafford with a comfortable lead in first. Here he is closing that gap, Jamal Budu to Stephen Pommels. Pommels looks with the superior line through this sector here. Jamal though holding on. With that superior line, he sees about 3/10 added to that time. Stephen Pommels holding on there for 3rd position. That podium is his at this moment. Meanwhile, Dominic coming in for the charge against Budu. You can see him there in the rearview mirrors. Dominic Charles with the fastest lap of the race. It's a 1:01.344. Steven gets on the sausage curb. You can see the tires now giving up under that Lotus. Jamal even harder on the brakes he goes. Ooh, he's got to correct that oversteer. The pressure is on against Stephen Pommels here, ladies and gentlemen. Bushy Park is lit here now with these Lotus Exceeds. No! Jamal Budu with a mistake out of turn 8. Sees him running wide. But where is Dominic Charles? Not even close anymore. What happened to Dominic Charles? Meanwhile, Afras Ali is having a look at Dominic Charles. What a race this has turned out to be here for the first event of the Group A, sorry. Nope, doesn't seem as though Afras can close that gap. Looking back at the head of the field now, Chris with a comfortable 6-second lead, ladies and gentlemen, in this beautifully colored Lotus Exige. Followed by Sean Lee here, who's just got to hold on to claim podium position here in 2nd position. Stephen Pommels, my gosh, what a race he's had. Seems as though the Jamaican can hold on here to the final podium position. Great car control here through the S's. Budu though seems very strong here in 4th position with 2 laps to go. We've seen Dominic dominate this series from the start all the way into the 3rd round, but it seems as though he's met his match with this Lotus. Just cannot get this car under him. Overheating the tires. Oversteering on the exit of the turn as well. And the Trinidadian falling back. What happened to Jamal? Whoa! He's almost on the other end of the circuit. With the final lap too. Oh no! Jamal out of contention now with Codrington against Manning. The leader is on the final lap, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this. The countrymen going at each other. He's on the outside here, Codrington. Does he get it done? Manning's going to get past there. No, he does not. I thought it was going to be the second time he's going to get outshined there on turn one. What's going on? Oh no, we've lost Stephen Pommels. It seems as though he's got an issue with his internet. So Chris goes up. Sorry, Sean Lee goes up. Charles goes up into third position. No, we've lost Steven here. Afraz will go up into fourth on the final lap too. Manning goes up into fifth as well as Codrington. That's got to be an internet issue or power outage. Oh no, a mistake there from Codrington. But it's Chris Brathwaite that has come across the line there in first position, followed by Sean Lee in second. Dominic Charles will inherit third, as we've got Stephen Pommels falling out of that one. Afrazali will come into fourth. Kevin John Manning into fifth. Javon Codrington into sixth. And Jamal Budu into seventh. What a race that was, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did here. I can see the YouTube is lit. These Lotus here performing quite nicely for most of the fellas. Dominic losing out here. A dominant force. Oh, actually, Steven's game crashed. That's why we lost him. So it's not an internet issue here for Stephen Pommels, but just that his game has crashed. As we await the start of race 2 here. What a spectacular one that was there, especially with the likes of Stephen Pommels holding on and fighting for that third position. What an amazing run that was there from the Jamaican, and Dominic just not getting this Lotus under him. I want to say thanks to Nate Still Plays and Derek Rudder there for subscribing. Thanks a lot, guys. Do remember to hit that notification bell as well, so you know every time we go live. All right, we're ready for race 2 now. Everyone's being put on the grid. So it's going to be a reverse grid here now. You're going to see, well, it's supposed to be Pommels at the head. He is back in the server. Yes, good. So unfortunately, though, he's going to be at the back because he did not complete the event. You only get your reverse grid order set once you once you are able to complete the event. So unfortunately, Stephen Pommels, it's going to be a DNF for him. It did not finish. So it's unfortunate for him that he's going to have to start from the back of the pack. Meanwhile, we've got Jamal Boodoo, followed by Javon Codrington and Afras Ali, Dominic Charles, Sean Lee, Stephen Pommels, and Chris Brathwaite, and Kevin John Manowood. So it did register Stephen finishing in third position. I hope we can see him there in the third position on the reverse grid order, not at the back of the pack. So let's see what the points will be at the end of the event here during the course of the week as the race director and his race stewards goes over the event. We're getting ready here under 30 seconds until lights out. All right, here we go. You can hear these guys itching here to get going. Six lights are on and they are off here. Jamal Boodoo seems as though he's off to a great start. On the inside, though, is Stephen Pommels already making work here of Sean Lee. He gets up on the sausage curb and he knows Stephen gets back on the power way too soon. We look ahead now at the field. Is Jamal Boodoo ahead of Javon Codrington. Dominic Charles not sink as charging Kevin John Manning on the inside. Takes that position away as Chris Brathwaite now. Gets ahead of Afraz Ali and Sean Lee too. Look at it though, Javon Codrington. Manning loses that position back to Charles. So let's ride now with Manning as he seems as though he's better here on the charge for Dominic. The Bajans are dominating here though at the front of the field, with a lone Trinidadian in the mix. Running that wide though, Manning. That's not going to cut it. He loses some time here. And his countryman Chris Brathwaite comes up behind him. On the inside, Chris makes no waste of that pass. Oh, look at ahead. It's Charles against Boodoo. Boodoo now back on the inside. Charles holds his line here. Oh no, it's Codrington. Codrington with a bit of a touch. Charles tries to goes back on the field here. Gets back in line with Codrington. They both lose some places here. Sean Lee gets up in the mix as well. All in all, Manning is holding on here to third position. Chris is in second. Boodoo is in first. I don't think they can catch Boodoo. Boodoo's gone with the fastest lap of the race as well. Looking back at Charles now. Charles has got his work cut out for him, but Manning is looking to make it easy as he gets out of the way with a rear end slide. Charles up now into third position, but Codrington is not letting him go. I'm pretty sure the Bajans want to make a mark here at Bushy Park, closing off the top three spots here. And if they want to do that, they got to get rid of Dominic Charles here. Can Codrington step up to the job? Seems as though he's quite slow through this sector. Nope, he cannot. Meanwhile, it seems as though he's falling prey to Sean Lee. Manning all over the rear end of Ali. Sees the inside Kevin. Afraz not giving up that much of a, not putting up that much of a fight. Gets door to door with him. But he is allowed through with that big open door left by Afraz Ali. Looking ahead of the field, Dominic is closing the gap here to Chris Brathwaite. Let's ride along on this lap here with Dominic Charles. Can he get up into second position here? He's got about 7/10 to work on. Chris getting on that curb. Oh, and he's all out of shape here, Chris. So Dominic inherits that second position there now as Chris messed up there on entry, touching that curb. Manning on Sean Lee as well. We got to watch this one. It's brewing here, but Afraz is even closer, it seems. Closing the gap, he is Afraz Ali. So the race is at the 50% mark here. Afraz cannot decrease this 6/10 that he's got here. Oh, but Kevin does run wide. Breaking in a straight line is Afraz Ali. The fastest lap being set there by Boudou with a 101.475. And that previous lap was 101.667 there for Dominic Charles. So he's definitely not doing better there in that previous lap. Afraz cannot get this car. Oh, but Manning makes a mistake. So Afraz gets a free ticket into 6th position, ladies and gentlemen. Meanwhile, Sean Lee seems as though he's attacking Codrington here. Codrington with a mistake through turn 5. See Sean Lee even closer now. Chris Brathwaite as well, even closer to Dominic Charles as well. Let's look at that. Chris dipping that left into the grass there. It's about a 1.5 seconds to Dominic Charles. Sean Lee even closer now to Codrington. Let's ride with Sean Lee. Trying to pressure Codrington here into a mistake as he goes later on the brakes and with a tighter line. Here he goes again, Sean Lee. Seems as though he's got a much better exit here. Sean Lee is against Codrington. It's about 0.5 seconds separating these two. Oh, Codrington with a mistake out of turn 9. Dominic with a fastest lap now, 101.167. Look at Sean Lee already setting his car on the outside. Gonna give Codrington a little bit of homework to do. Into turn 1 they go. The deficit is down under half a second. Codrington moves over on the inside line. Sean Lee trying to up and under with a little bit more grip here. Back in the power sooner is Sean Lee. Look at how close he is. Codrington on immense pressure here. Into turn 9, the trickiest turn of them all. He's got to get him into turn 1. That's the point where to pass him. Here he is with a lot more exit speed, Sean Lee. Into turn 1 they go, under braking. Oh no, he uses the rear end just, Sean Lee. No! Might be a little bit of commentator's curse there. But he was definitely set to take that position away, at least put up a great fight for it. Meanwhile, Budu leads quite comfortably here against Dominic Charles in first position. Dominic trailing by some 3.5 seconds here. Chris trailing another 3.5 seconds or so to Dominic. And we've got Javon Codrington here with Sean Lee behind him. We saw that fight simmer down just moments ago. Oh, and Sean Lee with even more issues here, as he might have lit up those rear tires with that fight against Codrington. He's going to lose 1 position here, but Stephen Pummels gets up into 7th ahead of Manning. Manning with all sorts of issues here. In this race, you can see him still sliding through turn 1. The entire race is now simmered down. But ladies and gentlemen, it would have been a Bajan 1-2-3 here if Codrington hadn't messed this one up. Meanwhile, Dominic is closing the gap. Let's take a ride with him on this lap. This is the final lap of the event. Don't think he'll be able to close 2.5 seconds here unless Jamal Budu makes a mistake. Ooh, looking back, I think we've got an issue, a fight here. Yes, Pummels against Sean Lee. Final lap showdown. Here we go. Into turn 1. Sean with a definitely ailing car here. Pummels sticks it in there for 6th position. But now, Sean Lee has got to attack this car. Into turn 5 he goes. Does he have the grip? No, he does not. Stephen Pummels runs away with that 6th position. It's stolen. It's stolen, ladies. He stole it. That's a hard steal. But it's done. Sean Lee burning the rubber on those tires, but it's Budu that'll come across the line here in first position, followed by Dominic Charles. The Trinidadian cannot show his dominance here in these Lotuses. In his Lotus, rather. Chris Brathwaite is going to close it off here in 3rd position. The last spot on the podium. Bajan here 1-3. Codrington just missing out there. And Afris Ali, 5th position. Stephen Pummels, 6th. Sean Lee's going to be 7th. And then we have Kevin John Manning there in 8th position. Now we'll join the boys there in their chat room.
What's that?
Saying I couldn't take that pressure. A couple more laps, I probably would have made a mistake.
Stick. Really enjoy that one. You can. Yeah, from the top of the field to the bottom. Good driving by Pummels, man.
All right, well done, guys. Well done. That was a brilliant race. Definitely enjoyed that one. First and foremost, we'll get the Group B guys here in. So for the first race, it's Derek Rudder in third, Tavar Clark in second, Martin Webster in first position. Let's speak to Derek Rudder first. Are you there, sir?
Hey, I'm here.
All right, Derek. How was that one there for you?
Oh man, both races, that was a lot of fun. First race, I started second, and the cold tires on the first lap, it was sketchy. It was scary. I was sure someone was going to hit me. Slipped down a position to Tavar as I tried to warm up the tires. But then from there to the finish line, man, me and Tavar had it all race long. It was a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, man, definitely. In the second race as well, that was a beautiful run there by the two of you. Tavar definitely holding his own there in that race. And now we go to you, sir, Tavar Clark, in second position for the first race and third in the second. How was that one? You performing much better here in the bottom end of the series, it seems.
Yeah, it was really good race. I enjoyed the challenge, you know. I knew that Derek he had the pace up on me because I was pretty fast in practice, which in the race I'm not sure where the pace went. I was like searching all over the place for the pace, but in the first area it was really good. I got a run on him and I was just trying to defend it because by the time I get to pass Derek, I realized Martin was way ahead, so I was like, all right, I gotta just hold his speed too, but. I realized Derek was catching me, so I just got to like hold my lines, and I was focusing too much on behind me rather than looking ahead. So that kind of messed me up a bit. But in the second race, I just overdrove myself too much, so I ended up giving the position to Derek, and I made some a lot of mistakes, but I tried to push back to catch him, but my tires were going, so like just holding my own in the race. But it was a really good race. The car was fun. I enjoyed it. A really good championship, really good season, and I hope to have a lot more races like this.
All right, man. Thanks, and we're glad to have you here at CSRO in our Caribbean Sim Racing series. Now we move on to Orlando Morris. Is that correct? Yes, Orlando Morris. Seems as though you've finally gotten a race under you, sir. We've not seen you that much in practice over the entire season, but you finally managed here to claim first position in that reverse grid there for the second race. How was that one for you?
Yeah, pretty much a lot of practice paid off. The first race I got knocked back down to I think eighth or so, but luckily some of the other guys spun out and I get to claim fourth. And then the other race, Palmer, it was a bit slower for this track or with the car, but I find my ground and stayed on it, put on pressure. That's all I did. And enough practice. But a good race to all the guys.
Oh yeah, man, definitely. Hope to see you in some more here at CSRO as well. And then we have, drum roll please, the youngster Martin Webster claiming so far, unofficially, the series championship title there for Group B. Martin, talk us through that first race, and unfortunately the second race you were caught out there, but talk us through the first one where you went away with the championship win.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? How about now? How about now? Uh, can you hear me now? Yeah. Okay. The first race, beginning with qualifying. Qualifying was a much a much better car to drive with this car than the previous races in Wallerfield. So Bush, and of course I like Bushy Park. Bushy Park wasn't a bad track to drive. It was exciting to drive. The first race when I got away from everybody, it became boring till I think it was lap 10 into turn one. I almost put it into the grass in turn one with 2 laps to go, but I was able to recover and still keep Tavar behind. But in the second race, it was heated from the back, and majority of the times once you get a little bump and grind, these cars go all over the place, and I ended up over the wall. I had to really drive hard to get back to get some points. Yeah. Can you hear me?
Can hear you.
Yeah, I had to drive really hard to get back some points, and I think I ended up sixth in the second race after the guy in front of me made a mistake. But all in all, this car was beautiful to drive. Both times, the Mitsubishi paid off for me at Bushy Park, so I really enjoyed that. Thanks to everybody else for coming out.
All right, thanks to you there, Martin Webster, claiming victory in Group B. Unofficially for now, we have definitely to look over the racing and if there are any incidents reported as well. Now we move on to Group A. It's going to be a runaway here for another person. But we still got to cover the rest of the entrants here. So for race one, we've got Chris Brathwaite, Sean Lee, and Dominic Charles. Dominic, we'll start with you first here in race one. It doesn't seem as though your dominant farm is here with these Lotus cars. Is it?
Well, so I ran into a little problem as the race started. I don't have a clutch, and auto clutch wasn't on. So anytime I downshifted from third to second, there was just no saving the car. So I mean, yeah, that basically took me out of the first race completely. I managed to kind of work with it in the second race by blipping the throttle. Well, a good bit to prevent the car from spinning out. But I got taken out early in that race, so I couldn't really fight for the lead anymore.
I see, but it's funny to see you, not funny, but rather interesting to see you struggle that much, seeing your dominant farm throughout this entire series. But you did come away with the championship title there. Congratulations to you as we're talking to you right now.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. As we move on now to Sean Lee coming in second position there in the first race and giving us a nice little battle there for the second race as well. Sean, are you there, sir?
Yeah, good evening, everyone. How are you guys? First of all, I want to say congratulations to all the podium finishers and the championship winners and everything. And then let me tell you, this was one of the most fun cars I've driven, I think, in this game. This car was nice. I had a good time. The first race, I think I got a little bit lucky. A couple of guys took themselves out or took one another out. And, I just kept it together and hold it down. The second race, boy, let me tell you, I had a sick battle with Javar. I think it was Javar. But anyways, that was epic, man. We went at it for the whole race, and eventually, I think the car went away from me in the last like 4 or 5 laps, and couldn't keep it together. But it was probably one of the most fun I've had in a long time. Thank you.
Oh yeah, man, we did see you losing the rear end of the car a lot more frequently around the lap, and then we saw Stephen Pummels as well coming up to eventually
Yeah,
take that position away from you. Great run though. An honorable mention to Stephen Pummels in that first race. Oh man, Stephen also losing some positions there at the start of the second race as well. But the Jamaicans were rooting for him, so it's just an honorable mention here for that second one. We now move on to Chris Brathwaite, who brought first in the first race, and then you brought third in the second race. Chris, finally, you said that you were hoping for a finish in the top here, and it seems as though you've finally gotten it in the final race, Chris, with all that practice you've done throughout the week.
Yeah, was feeling pretty confident coming into this race this weekend. Um, Started second, um, managed to get a good start into turn one, and I saw Dominic had a little mishap coming around. I think it was the end of the first lap. So from there, it was a smooth race. Just had to bring it home. The second race, I started at the back and I had my pit limiter on at the start. So that wasn't good. But I managed to bring it through. But it was a good race.
Oh yeah, most definitely, man. Good showing by you. And then finally in the second race, it's Jamal Budu that runs away with that one. Second podium finish there for you, Jamal Budu, in this series. Great showing by you too in the reverse grid format. Take it away, man.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I ended up on pole for the second race because of a really stupid mistake in the first one. So kind of conflicted about being on pole and eventually taking the win. Enjoyed the win and enjoyed the a different kind of battle. Trying to stay focused, went up front and knowing that there are faster guys behind chasing me down. So it was fun overall, but a little disappointed that while I had a battle in the first race, I couldn't have kept it together and fought all the way to the end.
Oh yeah, definitely. But definitely, man, good showing by all of you guys here in this race. These cars definitely proved very exciting here in this final round. Congratulations to the winners. Congratulations to the championship series winners. And I want to say stay tuned to you guys as well because we got more championships ahead in the coming month and months ahead. So be sure to stay with us here as I'll leave you guys now to talk it over and close off the stream. All right, just want to say thank you guys for joining us today. Oh man, what an eventful race that was. Hey, look, if you missed it, it's gonna be right there at the end of the stream for you. This has been the Caribbean Sim Racing series, uh, and we'll have our official driver standings there produced on our Instagram page as Caribbean Sim Racing underscore ORG, stands for organization. Find us there on Instagram. If you'd like to join what you see here ahead of you, join these guys in racing every Saturday and Sunday here. Visit our website at www.caribbeansimracing.org and get yourself signed up. It doesn't matter if you are on a controller as well, just want to make that known to you. Just make sure you have a stable internet connection and a computer, well, at least a standard entry level gaming computer to get Assetto Corsa, which is the platform that we use here, the gaming platform, the simulation platform, to get yourself sorted. So it's www.caribbeansimracing.org. If you've signed up, if you subscribe to our YouTube channel, don't forget to hit that notification bell as well. If you don't see the notification bell is right now, unsubscribe and then subscribe again, and make sure to click the bell when you do so that you are informed of any event that goes live on our channel. We might just show you some one-off races as well, apart from the championship series. So guys, I'd like to thank you once again if you've been with us from the beginning. Even if you've joined us now, thanks a lot for watching us and staying with us throughout this event. We've got more coming for you, so stay tuned to our social media outlets to be informed of our next one. This has been a great Caribbean Sim Racing, first of its kind in the Caribbean, by the way. We've been waiting for at least one more track to get going, and the guys there at Caribbean Sim Motorsport and Red, I think 265 it is, finally getting Bushy Park Circuit completed and released to the public, and that's how we were able to hold this Caribbean Sim Racing series. So shout out to those guys, much obliged and much appreciated for all the hard work out there as well. And I'll let you guys know as well, the viewers, that we're working, John Green and I here at CSRO are working on the South Dakota circuit in the coming months to get that released on Assetto Corsa as well. And we're also going to be working on the FIA drafted replacement of the current South Dakota layout. We're definitely going to look to get that implemented as well and into the simulation. All right, my name is Stefan. It's been a great pleasure here entertaining you for the past 4 weeks, including this one. And I hope to see you guys in our next one. Do stay tuned to all of our outlets. We've got great news coming up as well as it relates to our future here in the Caribbean. Guys, thanks a lot. Be safe, stay safe. One love.